Hello folks, and welcome to another video. So I'm going to show you how to get a little bit of free performance using the Nvidia app with Nvidia's latest DLSS 4. Now, not all the features of this have come to the 40 series graphics cards, and I think they should have done really, but this is Nvidia and this is how they do things, so fair enough. But one feature that has come to these, to all the graphics cards basically, is a new form of DLSS. So if you go into the Nvidia app and you click on graphics, find a game, for example, Starfield. It doesn't work on all games, but find Starfield. And you'll find here DLSS override models preset. So you'll find that you can either use this and just click latest, or use this one, click latest. It doesn't always work with the top one, but it does with the bottom one. So I'll show you the difference. So the latest model does in fact actually looks much better, but it has a slight performance hit. So we'll go ahead and open up Starfield, have a look at the differences, and I think you'll find it's well worthwhile. Okay, so we're in the Starfield menu here. We're using DLSS with quality and frame generation turned on. So let's get in the game and see how that looks, and then we'll compare it to the new model. Okay, so this is a keyless city. We're on the outskirts here, and if you just try and imagine that, you know, have a look at the details in the area and that, and how they look. And this is DLSS, the normal model on quality, and we're getting about 105 FPS in this area with frame generation turned on. So we're going to stand here now and change it to the new model, and we'll see the difference there. Okay, so now we're running it with the new transformer mode. It's just a different name for how Nvidia are doing their upscaling. So as you can see, everything still looks really good. You do still get slight shimmering against the clouds on those wires there, but overall from the distance, things actually do look better. Now, the real big thing here is that you can, of course, change this to a much lower setting and still maintain good fidelity. So for example, if we stick it on performance mode, you still maintain good fidelity. Obviously wires and whatnot will always be a bit of an issue for the algorithm to sort out, especially against the rain and this dreary backdrop here of the sky, but you get more performance and it still looks just as good as the old model. So some games will have this naturally put into them, others won't. For example, this game doesn't yet have it natively. You have to do it through the app, but it definitely improves the performance and looks better too. Other games will have it built in. For example, I believe The Witcher's got it built in, and we'll test that in a moment. Or we won't test it actually, because I recently uninstalled it because it takes up tons of space. But the fact is, some of these games have it built in. And as you can see here, I'm walking through a keyless city, notoriously one of the worst areas for performance in this game. And I am sitting at Ultra on all settings. I'm playing at 1080p with frame generation on, and I'm getting about 115 FPS. Now, these settings might have more of an effect if you were to play at high resolution, but unfortunately my panel will only go 60 Hz if I run at 4K. So I tend to prefer a 1080p image with a much higher frame rate. That's just, I think a higher frame rate actually provides more image fidelity in a way. But you're getting a very good frame rate here.
Nice ride.
It is a nice ride, yeah. And it still looks really good. So I'll quickly show you again how to enable these settings, and then you can do it yourself and get better graphics and performance. So again, when you open up your Nvidia app, obviously make sure it's on the latest version and that you have the latest drivers. You then head down to graphics. Not every game will support this, even though it probably should, because games like The Ascent have DLSS, but it doesn't have this as an option. Perhaps if you open the game, close it, it might come up, I don't know. But yeah, you find the game you want to do, you put it on there, and then you click on use the latest technology. Now The Ascent, as far as I'm aware, still doesn't have it supported. Strange, because it clearly says it's using DLSS on there to get ray tracing and whatnot done, but that's fine. In fact, I'm sure I've got it set to DirectX 12, so I don't know quite where it's got that from. or maybe I played it on a laptop last time, which doesn't have DLSS, so perhaps it's got it from that. Perhaps if I load it up, it will then work. Witcher 3, it's got it on there because it does in fact have that option to have the latest version, and it does improve performance and graphics. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to wildly change things, but I don't know why you wouldn't have the latest performance and graphics if it's an option to have in your game. So I hope you found this video useful. I hope it gets you more graphics, performance and whatnot. And if it does, please remember to hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to this channel, share this video on your socials, and check out my Patreon. I want to thank you very much for watching, and in the next video I'll be having a look at NordVPN, currently disconnected on my system, but we'll have a look at its features and whatnot, and how it can help you overcome sort of geographical issues and whatnot. But that's for another day. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.